Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Olix here, coming at you today from FTB Revelation. How y'all doing today? Ooh, little hitch and a giddy up there. So, we are back here at the, well, in essence, the fairy farm. Let's get suited up, because we are out in the wild, though we do have it pretty darn well lit up. So, last time we worked on the higher-end stuff within Roots. Hey, little fairy buddies. And we have been trying to get a fairy charm. Now, I have processed a lot of blaze powder, because upon further research, it seems that blaze powder is the best thing to use, wrong button, for the fairies. And it has produced a ton of fairy dust for us, but not a single charm. Not yet, anyway. I keep trying. We're just loading this up, and then we just camp out here and wait. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. We'll keep trying. We'll keep trying. We're going to get a charm one way or the other. I did check to see if there was a way to maybe automate this. Just trying some hoppers into it and some hoppers out of it to see if it'd pull the fairy dust out of it and put some more blaze powder into it. And no, that doesn't work. So, might be able to do something with a mechanical user in a timing circuit. That might be something I'd try out. But ooh, look, more stuff. But yeah, it's just not working now. So maybe down the road we'll see about automating. Try some other. I just came up with that idea right now, so I'll have to flesh that out a little bit. But because I've spent so much time over here, all these fruits have grown. I didn't even realize these were over here. Oh, look, there's more over here. Good grief. This is like fruit haven over here. Usually you come upon these trees in the wild, the fruit's not grown. You have to sit around for 20 minutes waiting for the fruit to grow. But because we AFK'd so much, it has grown. See, we've got a little banana tree over there. And I'm in a hole. That I did see the banana tree, and I have been harvesting that. I didn't notice this tree over here. Hello, creeper. Oh, wait, you can't see us anyway. I forgot we got our little you can't see me little John Cena thing going on over here. This looks like some cashews. Phantasmo. Anything else I missed? Hey, spider. You can't see me either. Chicken, I didn't want your egg. I did not want your egg, because eventually we are going to have to set up a... Let's throw you into the ocean. Yep, that's right. I threw your baby in the ocean. Deal with it. Plop. So we are going to eventually have to set up a tree farm for all the Pam's Harvest Craft trees, and there are a bajillion of them. So we can either collect them manually or we can buy them. I'd rather collect them manually. I wonder what that is over there. That looks like something. Is that a something? It's got a something look to it, doesn't it? Doesn't it? That looks like glass. I bet that's a meteor. We got to go check. I've been over here all this time and never noticed that. I guess I just don't even bother looking around. Gotta be a meteor. Got to be a meteor. Ugh. Yep, I was right. Meteor. Ooh, not too far from the end portal. A couple thousand blocks. This is so weird how it developed. Oh, what did I get? I don't know. Should we? Should we? I think we already have all our plates, but what the heck? Let's... There's our chest. 2 plates and some more sky stone. It is a good looking chest. So there you go. We'll get that. Make it worth our while. Is that 2 zombie villagers? Wow. You don't usually see those spawn in packs like that. Ooh, and we got another tree. And we got something else. What else did we get? Stupid rice seeds. Get out of my inventory. Figs. Oh, they're not ripe yet. Why are they not ripe yet? They look ripe, but they're not ripe. Rude. Hey, and another tree. Good grief, there's a ton of them over here. Apricot. Yeah, I think I'm a little too far out of render distance from where I've been standing to get these to grow. So next time I AFK, I have collected a bunch of this aloe vera that's over here. There was a bunch on the island. I collected all that. So next time I AFK over here to get the fairies to hopefully leave me a charm, I'll have to come a little closer to this island, or landmass, whatever it is, to see if we can get those trees over there to grow. And that'll save us, because you need 3 of them, 3 of the fruit to make a new tree. And that'll save us from having to buy one off of a merchant. So I feel like I'm rambling. So if I am, sorry about that. Oh, got another one grown. You grew fast. You grew fast. Thank you. Okay, so let us get on back to the house and get on with what we're going to get on with today. We get back over here. We got some there. And we will pop back over to the factory. Now see, finally I started doing a little work on what's going to be the power tower here and the facility, the building around it. Can't really get started on the power until I get a good foundation for a building going. So I've been tossing around some ideas. I don't know what I'm going to end up with down the road, but we'll see. And just to show you guys, you know what? I don't think I ever showed you what these do. You see? You just pop it on the ground and you get a fairy light, which is pretty cool. And it does light up the area, and I don't know, looks pretty. I think you can reclaim it. I hope so, because I don't want that in my floor. Oh, you can break it. Yeah. And reclaim the dust. Good to go. So we've got these new fruits. Let's actually go up to our quichon. This wasn't what we're going to work on today, but I want to show you nonetheless. And I did get some... Where did I put them? Put them here. Some nanners. We got those as well. And we found some nutmeg earlier. Must have been a nutmeg tree or something around. You can turn all these into trees. So if we do oak, we put an oak sapling in, and you need 3 of the fruit around the sapling. And now we have a starfruit sapling. So we get 3 nanners, and we get a nanner sapling. 3 cashews, we get a cashew sapling. So on and so forth, and such and such. I'll just make all these up real quick. Bam! Now we've got 1 of each. So we can take our excess and... the water chestnut is actually... That really should be over here because it comes out of the gardens in the ground. These are all fruits from the tree. Yeah, we should have like... What does mango make? Does it make juice? With peanuts, a honey drop, which we don't have. We gotta get producing some honey too. Strawberry jelly, strawberry. We should be able to make Marangou roulade. I don't know what that is. Oh, plain yogurt. I know we can make that. So we should be able to make mango yogurt. So let's see if we see mango yogurt in here. Mango. We have mango jelly. Why don't we see mango yogurt? Uses. Yeah, you only need one and a plain yogurt. Is it because we don't have any plain yogurt already made? Do I have to make the plain yogurt first? That would be stupid. Well, that's easy enough. Let's just make a crap ton of that. Yeah, that's what it was. Now I can make all the other kinds of yogurts. Well, that's stupid. Now I gotta find some place to store the stupid yogurt. Yep, that's what it was. Now we can make all the different kinds of yogurts. So I have to make all the base. Sorry, cow, I drained you dry. Now I've got to make all the base ingredients for. That's. I thought for sure if I needed the mango yogurt, it would make the plain yogurt right off the bat. But, oh well. Anywho, so on to what we were going to work on today. 50 minutes later. So I showed you all this before. You know, we've got our spoiler wall with the spoiler behind it, which I have done nothing more with since I showed it to you. I've actually done nothing up here since I showed it to you. We know we're going to be moving our storage up here into storage drawers, and there's some stuff I want to do with these guys. Specifically these corners. They're not going to stay looking like that. And then there's another type of storage I want to put here. This will be deep storage and another deep storage here. I don't know that I'm actually going to need 2 rows of it, but we're going to make 2 rows of it. And then this will be fluidic storage. And then, of course, whatever's behind wall number 3 over there. So let's start with deep storage. So we're going to go down here and take a look at what we're using today. So today we've got our drawers for anything that can compact, and then for deep storage we're just using 1x1 drawers, and they hold quite a bit. I mean, you know, this guy's got 15,000 cobblestone in him now, but it's just not exactly what I want. I want something a little bit different. So we are going to get, oh, by the way, discs are completely, this disc is completely full. And we've spilled over into the second one, so we definitely need to get the storage room up and running fairly soon. You know, a lot of these drawers have gotten full to the point that they're spilling over into the hard drives because I haven't been bothering putting additional upgrades and things in them. So we'll have to address that when we move our storage system. So today, like I said, we're going to work on expanding our storage with deep storage. We're going to be doing it with this stuff right here, pink slime, which is why we set up a pink slime farm. So we are going to get back into let's look at the right thing. Obelix, you crazy fool. Industrial foregoing. And we're going to be using their variant of deep storage, which I can never find when I'm looking for it. Where are you at? You stupid little boxes. Here they are. Black hole unit. Then we have, there's actually a couple of different ones. There's a black hole controller and a black hole fluidic tank as well. So we got black hole unit, black hole controller, black hole tank. So we've got those 3 things. So tank's obviously for fluid, unit is for blocks, and then controller is, well, we'll get into the controller here in a little bit. But let's start with the black hole unit. So it's going to take some ender eyes, eye of enders, ender pearls, and some machine frames, some plastic. So luckily we have all of these things. We're going to go ahead and just make a stack of 10 gears. Pop those in there. And we're going to make a stack of machine frames. Fantastic. And then we need to make 2 stacks of ender eyes. And I don't know if we have enough chest, actually. Let's get some... What do I have a ton of? Do I have a ton of oak? I do. Ooh, I have even more dark oak. So if you take the log and swing it around instead of the plank, you get 4 out of it. So we're going to do that. We're going to make 2 stacks of chests. We'll pop those in there. That way we're sure we have enough, and we're just going to make a stack of these. Bam. Phantasmo. Now, these guys are pretty darn cool. In that they hold a metric ton of garbo. You see right now it's empty, so here's your input slot, here's your output slot. You know, if we go with something like, say, cobblestone, and I just grab an inventory full and a few extra, and I start shoving it in, you can see how much the unit has. And of course my null just picked all of it up, so I'm going to have to turn my null off to do this. I forget how to do this. How I make you not do things. Why I forget this. This is on. This is the selected one. Wow, I totally forgot how to make this thing not pick stuff up. Wow, that's like major brain freeze. Well, I know one way to make it not pick things up. We just stick it in here. Done. Done and dusted. Now we can get all the things. So. Now, I don't know what the upper limit of this thing is, but I know I've never hit it. It's massive. Now, in order to use this with our refined storage system, we need... we don't have any. We're going to have to make one. We're going to need an oh, come on, Obelix. I'm really tired, guys. It's been a long day today. So bear with me if I'm a little out of sorts. We need an external storage unit and all them words. So we're going to need one of these. And we're going to need one of those. And we're going to need one of them's. And we're going to break this guy. And yes, you can break it full of goodies, which is awesome. And for the time being, we're just going to stick it up here. But this won't be its permanent home. But we can pop that guy on it. And we can see that, you know, it thinks it has 32,000 of 64. So all it sees is actually this slot right here. But in reality, it has, you know, 3,264 in it. So it's a little wonky, but that's okay. So now imagine our room upstairs full of these guys, each one with a different thing. We'd need a ton of external storage units. And I will tell you, that does tend to make it a little bit laggy. And we don't want lag. So, there's a better way to do it than this right here. Now, this setup will let you see it inside our storage system. You know, if I come over here and break this line right there, which goes to our drawer controller. Remember, our cobblestone's in that drawer right there. So it's not in our system anymore. When I come over here and I type in cobblestone, you see 32,064. Or I keep saying 32,000. 3,264. Well, it's getting that from here. because it's getting it from there as opposed to the drawer controller here. So we'll reconnect those so that we have access to all our goodies again. But like I said, there's a better way to do this. And it involves that controller we were looking at. But first, let me get a few more of these guys with some items in them so we can have a good test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. There we go. And this will be our 9th one. Okay, so we need, let's see, let's get a stack of that, 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 a stack of that. Alright, so we're going to put obsidian in that one, slate in that one, glass in that one, dirt in that one, stone in that one, diorite into that one, gravel, and andesite. And we actually had an extra one. Okay, fair enough. Granite goes away. Alright. Now we want to make one of the... Oops, let's get back over to industrial foregoing and black hole. We want to make one of these controllers here. And this is where that pink slime comes into play. We need a pink slime ingot. Now we can make that with a fluid sieving machine. We can just pipe the slime in, give it a piece of iron, and it will get a pink slime ingot. And that's from industrial foregoing. Or we can just put the pink slime... or no, it does have to be reinforced. Okay, fair enough. In another pack I've played it where you could just put it right into here and pour it out into a casting base, or into an ingot cast, and no problemo. But that is not a thing this time around. Maybe we'll try it anyway. But just in case, we should probably build one of these. So we will do this. We will do... oh, we're going to need another 10 gear. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. 10 gear. I know this is the long way. I'm sorry. There, 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 there. Just in case. Alright, now, we've got our pink slime here, so let's just grab a couple of buckets of the stuff to play around with. Let's head on up to our smeltery and see if, in fact, it will do it, or if we're going to have to mix the iron in with it. I bet we have to mix the iron. I bet that's a thing. So is there anything in here now? Nope. Is this on? That's off. Yeah, active with signal. It's off right now. These are off right now. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to take a bucket of pink slime, and we're just going to... Oh, it won't even go in. Okay. Okay, so this is different than the All the Mods 3 pack. And the All the Mods 3 pack, it let us do that. So, then we're just going to make, or well, we may already made the fluid sieving machine. And I think we will just stick it. Yeah, technically, it should be on the second floor of the factory, but I want it... How many of these am I going to need? I'm going to need a lot of these. So I'm probably just going to set up a little temporary setup down here with it so that we can auto-produce a bunch of stuff real fast. So there's our fluid sieving machine. Now we need to feed it iron and pink slime. We don't need to feed an external storage device. My brain hurts myself sometimes. So we need @refind, and we need an exporter. So we're going to need construction core. I'm just going to make 2 of those because we're going to want 2 exporters. Phantasmo. And I think we're going to need a cable too, so I'll just grab that. And we're going to put an exporter there. And an exporter there. And a cable there. Now this exporter we want to set to fluids. And this one we want to leave as items. And we want to get an iron bar. And just pop that in there. And it should be exporting iron, which it is. And then over here we want to export pink slime, which it is. Now if we just give this guy some go-go juice, he should make with the happy. Let's see. I do not have a spare power cell. I know I could just conduit over from this one right here, but he's running that controller and I don't want to burden him any more than he already is. So let's just do another one of these real quick. Bingo, bango, bango. Let's get a linking card. Link it. Pop our power cell down here. Pop the linked card in. We'll say output. This guy's now getting go-go juice and he's producing pink slime ingots. And you know, I don't think I'm going to export these. I think I'm just going to let it produce a stack. Yeah. Let's get rid of all those. Let's get rid of these. Yeah. And I'll just deal with these manually. I don't want to overproduce these things, but I do want to produce a bunch of them. So let's grab these 14 out to start with. And we will pop them into our storage system. And now let's go back to industrial foregoing. Black hole controller. And, oh, it needs an ender chest. Interesting. And, of course, a block of diamonds, which is why we needed to make all those diamonds. So we're going to need yet another tin gear. Let's just make another stack of those because it's getting to be a pain in the butt to make these. And we're going to need another machine frame. Oh, I got to fire up the glass maker. Okay. We've done burned through all of our glass. So what we need to do is set this guy to cook that glass, or cook that sand, and that'll turn it into glass. Let's take a moving wand, remove that sand. We will, how full is that? Pretty full. Okay, so we will just set that sand right there for now. The wrong direction, apparently. Now, I just can't leave that because that's just going to drive me bonkers. There we go. Just knowing it's there is going to make me irritated. So, now we need a drawer. Ooh, I don't have any full-size drawers. Okay, I need a full-size drawer, please. Add drawer. Give me just a basic drawer, please. Thank you. Run this out here. And that should give us... Oh, nope, 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 nope. No, no, no. What am I trying to click on? That one. No, 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 no. And then this one, yes, yes, yes. So we got to pull that sand out. There we go. Now we'll start getting glass in there. So it'll produce, all this glass will go down there. We'll get 2048 glass. And then it'll backlog a couple extra stacks. So that will work out in our favor. Get rid of that. Phantasmo. Alright, so for the time being, we have that industrial foregoing black hole. Forgot what we were doing for a second. So we should be able to make some of these. I'm going to have to make ender chest. Okay, so we need more eyes of ender. And fantastic. I don't think I've ever made 64 ender chests in my life. And let's just make all these we can make. Phantasmo. So he's made 55. Let's drop another stack of iron in there. Boop. Excellent. So now, how do these controllers work, you ask? Well, if we take a controller and plop it down and look at it, you see you have a bunch of slots. These are your input slots, much like they are with these guys. See how the input is kind of this blue, the output is this kind of yellowy. You see the input's this, the output is this, and this is the slot for these guys. So if we pick these guys up, all full of their goodies, we can pop them in here like so. And you see that they retain their information of what they're holding, and they give you 64 out of each. Now, if we pick up the controller, it is going to dump, unlike the individuals. Now, it doesn't drop from the individuals, it just drops the 64 of each item. So that's kind of, I mean, it's acceptable. It's not like it dumped everything out on the floor. It only dropped 64 of each. 9 items times 64 each. So, it's workable. So what we want to do is take our black hole unit and place him. Get on the wall there. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Where's my... Is it still on the floor in here? Or where's my tango? Where'd all my stuff go? Did you fall through the floor? No. That shouldn't have broke. I've broke those 100 times without problems. Well, we got one item back. Yeah, got both of them back that time. Black hole unit. Yeah. Weird. Glitch in the matrix. Okay, fair enough. No big deal. We shall survive. We'll just rebuild. So let's put our controller here. We've got our first black hole unit going in with cobblestone. We have some more cobblestone in our inventory, so we can just pop that in. Notice if I just shift click it in, it went into the right place. It's going into this slot here. Now I'm going to need, what is it, 9? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9. So I'm going to need 8 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. then we're going to go, yes. Stop me if you've seen this before. Okay. And some of that. And a little of that. And a little bit of that. Oh, okay. Had a bunch of extra stuff. And then we put these in here. Doop, 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 doop. Awesome. Now, if we take our external storage and connect this guy, you see he's got a much different number than he had before. So again, let's go break this line over here, just like we did before. So, and I tell you what, let's pull the drives, the hard drives out, just so you know there's nothing coming from the hard drives. So it should be just what's in here. And let's take a look. Oh, I forgot we have another drawer controller here. Pop that one. Now, we do still have our mob farm and our wood farm connected to the system, so you will still see mob and wood. So wood, saplings, those kind of things. But let's specifically search for the things in here, because these things are not in those farms. So all the stones, the andesites, and all that stuff. Did we have andesite? No, we had diorite. Alright, guys. Apparently my tiredness has caused some brain damage, so let me get you straight. When we broke our controller over there, these guys that only had one stack of items, that stack of items came out. All the black hole units went into the stack right here because they didn't have anything in them, because we only put one stack of each item in there. So that makes sense as to where those things went. Now, as you see right now, I've got everything loaded with one stack except gravel and cobble. These guys have more than a stack. He's got 2 stacks and he's got several stacks. So if I look in our storage system for cobble, we see 32,064. I did it again, 32,000. 3,264. If we do gravel, we see 128. That's 2 stacks. But if I do, say, stone over here, I get nothing. But you say, oh, but you have stone right there. I do, but it's not accessible to the system because I only have the 1 stack. And currently it's sitting in this output slot right here. So the system can't see that we actually have it. There's a way to fix that. Click this box, lock inventory. That tells the controller that these black hole units only accept these items and nothing else, and to make these items available to any storage system they're connected to. So now if I do stone, I still see nothing. Why do I still see nothing? Well, the brain damage is real today, guys. I'm telling you. If I take another stack and toss it in, it's going to show up now with 128. There we go. All right. That's what I like to see. But I see diorite's probably not going to show. Diorite until I add another stack. So we need 2 stacks. One to be in that output slot and one to be in the black hole unit itself. Now that's going to have 2 stacks, so it should be 3 stacks in total. If I spell it right. And there we go, 192. Fantastic. So what this lock does is say, you know, if we pull out, say, all of our glass, because we only have 1 stack in there, you see how it still has just that faint image of glass there? and I can shift click glass in there. If I pull out all of those, I'm able to shift click them back in. The system knows that's where that particular item is going to live permanently. So, wow, this feels like it's been a really long way to get here. My brain is hurting. Definitely shouldn't Minecraft on a tired brain. But this is going to be our long-term storage that we're going to use, deep storage, upstairs. We're going to put these all around in a similar pattern to this, around this right here. So we're going to line them up right in here like so, and then along here like so. And we're going to go 4 high just like we did over here. Now I don't know if I like the 4 high. I might bring this down to 3 high. 4 just feels a little bit too tall. I mean, it's doable, but it just feels a little bit too tall. But yeah, we'll worry about that when we get there. So I'm going to do that here and here, and I might not even need this. This may be enough. I don't know. We'll see. It's flexible. The only caveat being these are 3 wide, and these are 5 wide, to allow for some extra cabling here in the center that we won't need with the storage doors. See, they don't need, these are fully functional if I, glitchy on the matrix. If I plug in an external controller, like we made downstairs, right here on the back of this drawer controller, and pipe it up to some refined storage cable up here on the ceiling, then that will work and connect this entire bank of drawers to our system, which is why I built it the way I did. And the way, of course, we're getting the signal from that controller around to the side drawers is through these trim pieces right here. And the way we get this back set of drawers is the trim piece right here. Now, the size of these, depth-wise, is, it was by design, because the drawers can transmit a certain number of blocks, and I did some testing, putting a controller here and then ran drawers out as far as I could, said, okay, what's the last drawer I can hit, and counted it out. So anything inserted into this controller can reach all the drawers the furthest away, that guy right there. So it does count over and it counts up as well, so make sure you account for that when you build your world. So I want to do one more little thing. I'm going to build these probably off camera, work on them, over time. It's going to take a little time to do, but I do want to do one more thing. I need to go get something before we go any farther. I need to go get this guy, and you've probably seen this guy laying around the house for a while. I love this mod. It's one of my favorites. And I haven't really done anything with him. I've used him to kind of get some ideas of things I want to do, but I haven't actually done anything with him yet. So this is Architecture Craft, and this little table does amazing, amazing things. So I want to get some ore. Do I still have everything disconnected down here? I thought I reconnected everything. Oh, I didn't put the drives back in. That's what it was. I need to put my disc back in. Yes, and yes. Okay. Now, ore. Fantastic. So I want to take some of this just plain old ore. That's 4 tall. And I want to indicate what is up and down each of those rows. So in this particular case, this first row is going to be ore. Just regular old ore. Let's put the pink slime away. That's 6. We can put some silver. And how about some uranium? Fantastic. that's 8 ore. So I want to use these, like I said, I wanted to put something in these corners to kind of indicate what's on this row. Now this row is going to be for metals. So I want to indicate that with using ore blocks. But I don't want just a block right here. So I'm going to use this architecture craft, architecture saw bench to cut the ore blocks. Yes, you can cut blocks in Minecraft. And I want to make these rounded inner corners, I think. So I'm just going to put the block I want to cut in there, pull it out, and you will see that you now have a block that can curve in corners, which I think looks pretty cool, but still kind of retains the texture. So let's do one of each of these guys. We'll get one of those, those. Keep going. Awesome. And this bench works with almost every solid block in the game. Fantastic. And I kind of like the color variation of the different types of ore. Awesome. Outstanding. Like that nickel one, that's looking good. See, that kind of indicates that, hey, this row has ores on it. Or, more importantly, the metals. I could have done the metal blocks, like I could have done a lead block and a uranium block. But I kind of like the ore. I think it just really highlights it. This one's going to be gems, I think. And this is going to be all the other stuff like hay and all that kind of garbo. So yeah, I think that's how we're going to kind of indicate what's on each row. I'll have to do another set over here on these corners. But we're definitely going to use Architecture Craft to kind of gussy this area up and just make it look different. Let me know what you think. If you like it, you hate it. Love the concept, hate the concept. Play around with the architecture bench. See, should we do some other ones? Should we do an exterior rounded corner? We could try one just to see. Or should we do a mixture maybe? I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Let's grab an iron. We're just going to use this guy as our test. We'll pop him in. Should we do a rounded outer corner? Notice we only got one out of that one instead of two. So should we... Let's take that uranium off and take that iron off. And let's put the rounded outer corner there. Ooh. Ooh, now that's a thing. I may like the rounded outer corner better than the rounded inner corner. I really like these rounded inner corners, but that may feel better to me. Oh, I don't know. I think we need to play around with it a little bit and see what works out the best. I'm kind of digging that rounded outer, though. You guys let me know in the comment section down yonder what y'all think. But I do think that is going to do it for this brain-addled, brain-frozen, sleep-deprived episode. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always. And until next time, y'all, get out there and make some noise. See ya.